We're back to building our raised beds today. We have a nice sunny day. We have all of our wood stain. We have all of our wood. We're gonna go ahead and get this last bed finished up by putting the top edge on, seal everything, and get it filled up with dirt. And then they'll be ready for plants. It's a super mild, beautiful day out today. And so we've decided to bring the seedlings outside while we work on the raised beds for a few hours. See how they do. I'm not sure that this really qualifies as hardening them off. Because it's so warm out, but in any case, let them get used to the outside.
We just finished doing the third bed. We put the ledge piece and we finished putting dirt in it. We have a decent amount of dirt left. As you can see right behind me, there's a pretty big drop off. So what we're gonna try to do is use the leftover dirt to fill that out a little bit and just make it a little bit easier to walk around it.
Okay, so next step, terraforming. Luis's favorite activity. Next to ropes.
No, I don't like that.
Okay, we're gonna edit that out. So this is the edge that we're talking about, the drop off here. And we're gonna try to put all of our extra dirt in here and see if we can get it leveled out a little bit better.
This is okay, I got dances of the club.
Yeah. It's true. That's why Luis doesn't let me out.
I'm gonna get somebody calling the policeman. You got it, honey. Look at you go. Proud of you.
Might be hard to tell on the camera, but it's a more gentle slope coming down here to this lower part of the yard than it was before. And we're gonna fill all of this in with pine bark. That's gonna get delivered tomorrow. We've got our pot here that is where our mint is destined to go, since it likes to be invasive. But overall, this is what we've got now. Really happy with how it's looking. I'm looking forward to our plants being ready to go live in there. Anything to add? All right, very good. Okay, so the plan is pine bark tomorrow. So I'm about to do something very sad, which is to thin my seedlings, to choose my champions, and execute those who are not going to move on to the next round. I'm a little sad about it, to kill them, but everything I've read on the internet says that I need to do this. So I'm gonna do this and I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna do the veggies first. And this first row here is bok choy. Okay, next up is the arugula in this row here. I think next year I'm gonna use less seeds. I feel like I had a really good germination rate here. Okay, eggplant hasn't shown up yet, so I'm gonna spare that. And this is the spineless beauty squash here. Let's see. Okay, next up is the kale. This is the butter crunch lettuce. I'm not thinning the spinach. I only see one seed coming up for all of them anyway. Now we've got the broccoli. And now the cauliflower. Okay, so we have the veggies thinned to 1 seedling per. We have a graveyard here of sprouts. I'm probably gonna throw them on our dinner to honor their valiant attempt at living. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the herbs. I'm gonna thin the herbs now. Some of these came up super leggy, especially the dill here in the back. These guys. Also, they kind of ran out of water this weekend while we were away, so they're not looking super hot. We'll see how they do. I'm gonna go ahead and thin everybody then. So we've got the basil here in the first column. Might be a little premature to thin this. I think I might leave them till they're a little taller and it's clearer who's doing better. The chives don't require thinning, so I'm gonna leave them alone. And then the parsley would be next. So I am going to thin the parsley where I can clearly see that they're overcrowded. This one's a little out of control. Honest to God, I do not know what to do with the thyme. I don't even know if these are all from one seed or what is going on here. I really do not. Because I definitely did not put that many thyme seeds in there. I don't think I'm gonna leave them and just see what happens. And do an experiment. This is the cilantro next, so we're gonna go ahead and thin that for sure. And then the dill, which is a leggy monster. And I'm not even sure if it's salvageable. I might have to totally resow it. That's our mistake. We didn't have enough light and we don't really know what we're doing. So I'm gonna cut back the super tall ones and see if some of the smaller ones are gonna be salvageable. Wow, that cilantro already smells like soap. That's wild. Kind of smells like thyme too. I don't love cilantro, but I desperately wish that I did, and I'm hoping I can get my taste buds to stop thinking it's soap if I keep eating it, but it hasn't happened yet. I remember when I was like 17, we went on a family trip to Mexico, and I had like legitimate guacamole, I guess, for the first time. I remember I was sitting with my mom, and I asked her if she thought that the people in the kitchen might have forgotten to rinse out the dish that we were eating the guacamole out of because I thought it tasted so much like soap. I had never even heard of cilantro. I had no idea that it was possible that it was part of the ingredient in the dish. So now, 10 years later, still think cilantro tastes like soap. Got our pine bark delivered, all ready to go into the ground. Looks like some squirrels have been busy in that first bed. Tragically, I have to go to work, but I can't wait to move this when we get home. So we just finished putting down the first layer of our pine bark around our raised beds. We have a lot more to go, but it's getting dark out. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, and we're gonna have to finish throughout the week. And we'll show you our progress under some better lighting conditions. But I think we're liking how the bark looks so far. It's looking finished, more and more done every day. We're gonna fill in this whole back area here with more of the pine bark, trying to make it nice and level. Those are the mosquitoes, so we're going to be heading inside. We'll catch you in the next one, and if you enjoy our videos, please like and subscribe so we can have 7-day weekends. We're going to be super reflective.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to hold me.
I have to hold you.
No.